Hi, and welcome back to the Hannon Book Nook. My name is Tamara Stein, and today we are going to be talking about sound awareness. Having sound awareness means understanding that sentences can be broken down into words, words can be broken down into syllables, and syllables are made of individual sounds. Sound awareness is an essential emergent literacy skill because your child is starting to connect what they hear and what they see on the page, and they're starting to understand that all the squiggly lines that make up words actually have meaning. It's going to go a long way in helping your child learn to read and write on their own. The book we're going to talk about this week is Room on the Broom by Julia Donaldson, illustrated by Axel Scheffler. The reason I chose this book is because I love the story. It's about a witch who goes for a ride on her broom. Unfortunately, she keeps losing things. She loses her hat, she loses her bow, she loses her wand, but every time she loses something, an animal is there to help her find it. However, then that animal asks for a ride on her broom, and after a while, that broom gets kind of heavy. If you want to know what happens next, you should read the book. This book is great for building sound awareness because the entire story is told in one long rhyme, and rhymes are one of the best contexts for pointing out sounds to our children. So, we're going to take the rhyme in this book and use the Hannon strategy, listen and find one like it, to help your child build their sound awareness. Listen and find one like it is a strategy that works exactly like it sounds. The first step is to listen for rhymes and point them out when you hear them. So when you're reading this book and you get to the page where the bird asks for a ride on the broom, when you're reading, you'll hear, "I am a bird as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me?" And you might say, "Listen, be me." Those words rhyme. They sound the same at the end. Be me. Step 2 is to find one like it. This is when you encourage your child to come up with new words that rhyme with the words that you've already found. So in this case, you might say something like, "Let's think of other words that rhyme with be and me." What about flee? Flee, be, me. Those words all rhyme. They sound the same at the end. Most young children won't be able to produce a rhyme just yet, and that's completely fine. Exposing them to the rhyme is the point of this strategy. So if you say, "Let's think about words that rhyme with be and me," and your child says something that seems totally off the wall, like zebra, you could respond by saying, close, zebra, be, me. Doesn't quite sound the same at the end. And then you could give one of your examples, like flee or see, that really sounds the same as be and me at the end of the word. Now let's talk about how to use listen and find one like it when you're reading a book. The first time you read a new book, your child isn't familiar with the story, and you might not want to pause to have a conversation or use the listen and find one like it strategy. But there is something you can do to make those words stand out without interrupting the flow of the story, and that's to emphasize or stress the rhyming words. So if I were reading this book for the first time, I might say, "Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog." So I'm not pausing, I'm not having a conversation about it, but I am hoping that by saying those words a little bit slower and louder, they're standing out for the child that I'm reading with. The second time you read the book, you can use the listen and find one like it strategy. The third time you read the book, you can point out other rhyming words with the listen and find one like it strategy that you might not have gotten to during the second reading. So, for example, in this book, another set of rhyming words are spat and hat. So you could say, "Listen, spat, hat." Those words sound the same. They rhyme, spat, hat. This time, since you've used the listen and find one like it strategy several times at this point, you could ask your child, "Hey, can you think of any words that rhyme with spat and hat?" And then wait. If after 5 or 10 seconds your child doesn't answer, you can give them the answer. You could say, spat, hat. What about that? Spat, hat, that. Those words all rhyme. They all sound the same at the end. Listen and find one like it can be a really fun strategy, and it can get pretty silly if you start to make up nonsense words to match with the rhyming words that you've already thought of. You can use this strategy during nursery rhymes, when you're singing a song, or whenever you find two words that rhyme. I hope you enjoyed this strategy, listen and find one like it, for building sound awareness. Let me know in the comments below if you try it with your child or the children you work with. And if you have a great book for building sound awareness, let me know. I'm always on the lookout for new books. Have a great day and happy sound awareness building. I'll see you next time.